Let's face it, you're probably going to get raided while you're sound asleep. This is a constant in Rust that you can't change, but with the right base design, you can keep most of your loot. Welcome to the King's Den. This is the perfect base design for offline and online raid defense. This base boasts 6 bunkers, 7 windowed drop boxes in which to spread all your loot, and 4 external TCs, meaning you'd have to break all 5 TCs in total to pull a window or break a bunker. Wide gaps on the shooting floor and the roof of the base. As well as being tanky, it is also super cozy. If anyone wanted to grab all of your loot, it's going to take between 60 and 70 rockets. The raiders may have gotten some of your loot, but that was just the battle of today. They didn't win the war, did they? All right, before we get started into the base build, let's first take a little base tour. As you can see, we have 4 gatehouses and 4 external detachable TCs. These are not set in stone, and you can change these out however you like. There's nothing special about it. I just like it because it's cheap and it gets the job done. Next up, we have 2 symmetrical outer bedrooms that host a oil refinery right in the middle. This thing may look like it can be looted, but it will not. Don't worry, as long as you place it right in the middle. And next, let's come back to the compound, where I'll show you how we have our external bunkers out here. They're super easy to operate known, but I would not put my best loot in here when segregating the loot. It is 16 rockets, but there is the potential for a absolute freak to soft side this. I mean, he would have to be a freak, but there's always that chance. And coming into the base, I'll show you the bunker to the core. Super easy to seal in case of a stressful situation, maybe like a raid, and super easy to open. And one of the reasons why I love this base so much are all of these drop boxes that are segregated around the base. There are 7 in total, and none of them are right next to each other for a raider to take. They would have to blow each garage door individually and then splash it. If they did want to pick up the windows, they would have to take all 4 external TCs, which at the end game, there's 7 rockets each, so it's 28 rockets. And not to mention the main TC costs about 32 rockets from any angle. And this isn't even encountering the fact that this guy would have to go through all the garage doors just to even pull up the windows. Making our way back to the core, it's a very simple design. You've got yourself a vending machine bunker and a bunch of loot storage. And on the way to the 3rd floor, we have a couple things. This is where I house my large batteries, and where we have 3 more separated loot drop boxes segregated by the window. Accompanied by a nice little bedroom for re-kits. I'd say the 3rd floor is pretty nice. The shooting floor hosts its own bedroom and has 2 locker rooms and a myriad of peaks. It's also a very open, cozy design, which allows you to roam through it freely in case there's a raid, or if you're deciding to take heli. But the amount of peaks on this shooting floor is actually insane. You've got the ramps that let you slowly peek up and sneak on your prey. You've got the wide gaps that let you see your base from any angle. The roof stack peaks that let you see directly into the front of your base, which I think is super insane. And lastly, there's these ankle biter peaks that allow you to see onto the roof and into the core of your shooting floor. These things are a dastardly little angle and give you total domination for anyone who's unfortunate to be on the other side. Coming up, we have another little drop box here. Another way just to segregate your loot a little bit more. Making our way out, we have ourselves a nice little wide peak that also doubles back onto the shooting floor and lets you see farther out of the compound. You have your floor stack peaks right here that let you see through the shooting floor and have a double peek through the window frame. If you get the right angle and kill someone through here, you're most likely going to be accusated. You also get these wide gaps that shoot back onto your shooting floor. I would be wary of this one because it could be used against you from raiders, but just keep that in mind. Up here, we have a vending machine room, but you can turn this into your own bedroom if you want, if you would so prefer. And lastly, the roof does hold 2 more bunkers. These bunkers are kind of insane, but again, I wouldn't put all my loot up here because they do attach to the bunkers on the ground, but it's still a nifty little place to hide more loot. And when you put rugs on it, it is super hard to even notice that these are bunkers. And that's pretty much the base tour. I'm sure I missed a few things here and there, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and let's get right on into the base build. All right, let's hop right into it. The video is going to be a little faster paced, but I will have timestamps and it'll be sectioned out. So if you need more time, just pause, take a break, and come back later. All right, this base is formed from a 2x1, but we do it through a roof stack. So to use this technique, go ahead and put 2 square foundations down, a ramp, and stand on this texture right here. And once you're standing on it, go ahead and crouch and pull out a triangle foundation. And go ahead and place the triangle foundation just above the grass texture. And while crouching and going right, go up the ramp and bring it back as close to the original triangle foundation as you can. If you've done it right, you'll be able to build around it and everything will be blue. If not, break the foundations and do it again. But once you made it this far, you want this triangle right here to be a square foundation. It's pretty simple to change it. Just follow my steps. Go ahead and place a triangle, square, and triangle. And excluding the last triangle, destroy the build out and bring it back with 2 triangles and a square. Then you're good to destroy everything else like I have here and continue on. As you go to place the TC, put down a door frame first, and then place the TC just behind the door frame at a slight angle to the right so the vending machine bunker will work. At this point, you can upgrade the rest to stone, put a couple doors on, and make a jump up of your choosing. Go ahead and place 2 half walls off this square foundation and place a triangle roof off said half wall. Go ahead and upgrade, and just to double check you've done it right, you should have this scap, better known as a roof stack, over these 2 triangle roof tiles. Next, you're going to want to place a triangle frame to the main base and a triangle floor to the roof stack you just made. Then you come over here, place down a square roof, and it should break your bunker. This next section is the hardest part of the video, so if you have any issues or it's going too fast, just slow the video down or pause it, and we'll get through it. But go ahead and make the front of your base look like this. Then we're going to go ahead and destroy the triangle surrounding the square. Go ahead and put a triangle off the square, destroy the square, and put another triangle. And from here, we're going to go 3 half moons out, and if you don't know what that is, I'll show you. This right here is considered 1 half moon. And if you count, we have 3 total, capped off by a triangle. Now go ahead and destroy all your half moons except for the cap. Put your placeholder honeycomb back, and then build back with square foundations until you can't no more. And at this point, you do in fact have a working bunker, and you could work off this, but I don't like it because it leaves way too big of a gap, and people obviously know that this is going to have loot in it. In order to fix this, we're going to repeat the first method 1 more time, which will make the gap much smaller and less suspecting for any loot goblins trying to steal your stuff. And so from here, build out 2 more half moons, cap it off with a triangle, destroy your build up, and build square foundations back. And once you can't build anymore, leave the last square, destroy the rest, and you're going to build 2 more half moons, cap it off, destroy everything you just built, and come back with square foundations 1 more time, and the build technique for this side will be complete. Now we want this square foundation here to actually be a triangle, so destroy the buildup around it. You're going to place a triangle, get rid of this wall, place a triangle, destroy it, and place another triangle, and we are good. You can go ahead and upgrade the honeycomb all on this side as I have shown here, and then you can go ahead and make sure your bunker works. And with the bunker confirmed to be working, you can go ahead and mimic this on the other side of the base, put the second bunker in. Make sure you keep this triangle here raised for the bunker that goes to the core to work. And so this bunker is not attached to the base. It is going to need a TC to supply its upkeep. As you can see, it is not connected. This is not an issue that needs to be immediately rectified. The stone will take 5 hours to decay, and if you upgrade the foundation to metal, it'll take 8 hours. But this all depends on you and what your resources look like. You can hold it out, but I'm just going to build it now just to show you what it looks like.
You can go ahead and follow this footprint because this is the general external detachable TC that I use for the entire base. If you'd like to use your own, that's fine too. Just note, if you use this design, never upgrade these 3 foundations right here. This will make the detach of the TC not work. And as well, make sure you make these 2 walls half walls. And just as a quick sidebar, this is what the finished external TC is going to look like. Now you can either mimic this on the other side, or we can just get started on the honeycomb and you can do it later. Most of the tedious building methods are already done, and now we can just do standard honeycomb around the base. When closing in the second floor roof, make sure the floor triangle is not attached to the floor stack. And moving on, let's do our front entrance airlock. If you don't have embrasure yet, wooden window bars work just as fine, just to keep this locked. But I would recommend to switch it out to embrasures when you get it. Make sure your double door faces this way, as it will provide an airlock if they're both open. The next step we're going to do is head to the 3rd floor. We're going to add walls around the entire base and upgrade it. I like to make this little triangle at the back a sneaky little loot room. So if you're going to do that, I would incorporate it right now so you don't forget. Make sure you put the boxes on the bottom, as it will be almost impossible for you to hit afterwards. Go ahead and bring a triangle out and upgrade it to wood, as we are going to soft side this later. Go ahead and fill the roof tiles in, except for the square foundation where your jump up's going to be. So as you can see, the roof tile and this wall are different heights. If you don't do this right, you'll mess up the top bunker. Go ahead and place a square frame on the lowest possible side you can, and a triangle floor right above it. And repeat this on the other side. Now once that's done, stand on your triangle wood frame you just placed. Go ahead and enclose the top with walls, and go ahead and upgrade it. Make sure you do not upgrade this top to stone. You want to upgrade it to wood, because in the future you're going to soft side it. And from the back side here, you're going to want to put a bunch of triangle floors on the higher side, leaving a gap. This will give you a nasty peek once the base is complete. Now you can round it off with some windows, upgrade it, and this section of the base is done until you decide to do your external wide gaps. And this isn't set in stone, but here's a little look at how I would upgrade my base from here as the wipe continues. All right, we're going to assume you just got 12 kills with an AK and you're ready to finally expand after killing a farmer with a box of stone. Come on over to this honeycombed triangle and put a square going away from the entrance to your base, followed by a triangle and another triangle. From here, you're going to go 3 half moons out and cap it off with a triangle. Destroy everything except for your capped triangle and build back with square foundations until you get to the end. Put a triangle down. On the left, you're going to put another triangle. From your closest square foundation, 3 triangles capped by a square. Then off of it, 2 more triangles. Go ahead and save the 2 squares closest to the base, destroy the rest, and build as I do. It's the same external TC that I've been building for the rest. So if you've already built the one, you know exactly how this is going to go. And as a sidebar here, don't upgrade the 2 triangles or square here, because it'll destroy the integrity of this detachable TC. Go ahead and mimic this on the other side, as such. And then I personally would upgrade and finish the external TCs right now. And the reason why I like this external TC so much is the easy detach that comes with just adding a roof tile. Go ahead and upgrade it to stone, and we're finally able to start working on the shooting floor. But before that, we can make 2 little sneaky bedrooms on the outside of this base with these squares right here, and a nice little place for an oil refinery that can't be looted. And as a sidebar, make sure you remember to leave an entrance to one of these 2 square foundations here so you can access this oil refinery you're about to put in there. Just follow as I'm doing and add honeycomb to the back of the base. And then from the base itself, you can build back with a square and a triangle, leaving a little gap. This gap is essential from the back of the base because the oil refinery can't be looted if you place it in the center. And after that, we're going to add frames on the sides here that reach up to the shooting floor, which will give birth to our beautiful wide gaps. From here, just go ahead and place down as I do. Then you can add window frames all around it. I will add a triangle frame here for a little peek down. It's not necessary, but I like the extra vision it gives the base, but it's all up to you. It won't destroy the integrity of the base if you don't do it. And what I'm building here will end up being a nice ankle biter for the roof, but it also doubles as I peek into the base. It gives you access if raiders make it that far. Go ahead and upgrade this to stone and we'll continue. Go ahead and make frames all around the base for stability, as I'm showing you here. And once they're all placed, just go ahead and upgrade it. As you go to place the floor tiles on the roof, make sure that you attach them to the main base and not to the externals. If you do, you're going to get this awkward peek that people can come in and look into your base. It's not going to be satisfying. They'll shoot you, and it just overall doesn't work with the rest of the base design. So make sure you don't do that. Go ahead and finish putting the floor tiles around the base until you get to this ankle biter right here. You're going to put 2 half walls on both sides and cap it off with a floor tile. And after that's done, finish laying the tiles on the roof and upgrade it. Make sure you pay close attention to this part, as if you place this wrong, the bunkers may not work. On the taller side, place 5 triangles. And where it's lower, make sure you place a square floor tile, again on the low side. Don't attach it to the higher roof tile. Now you can go ahead and close off this square tile here. Go ahead and throw a door down and upgrade the rest of the wood to stone. Go ahead and break the wall adjacent to the door that I just told you to place. And put 2 walls back there, for this is going to be a loot room. And it's finally time for you to break your wood buildup on both sides. Your new way up is going to be a square ladder hatch. 1 or 2, up to you. Since we are floor stacked, we have the ability to place 2 square ladder hatches here, and it will work just fine. You can always just do 1, but I like doing 2 for the extra added protection. And you can repeat this for the floor above you as well. 1 or 2, it's all up to you. And for this wall I had you break earlier, we're going to make this into a little window frame loot room. Very simple. And finally, it's time to add the roof bunkers. Come back down to the base, and where you put your first bunker, come 1 triangle away from it, and start building frames all the way to the top. And go ahead and upgrade it to stone. And from here, the bunker is essentially already complete. Go ahead and close it in, and a roof tile will break it open. This bunker also adds to the roof's design, giving it a nasty peak, which will prove very useful when anyone tries to raid you. As for the bunker itself, I like to do the standard loot room that you've seen the entire base, which sections off the loot just ever so slightly more, making it more expensive to get to it. You could potentially change this out with an armored door, which will make it 5 rockets instead of 4 with the reinforced glass window, but it's up to you. At this point, if you haven't upgraded the TC that attaches to the bunkers, I would highly recommend you do so now. Now just go ahead and repeat what you just did from this side on over to the other. Go ahead to the front of your base, and you're going to add a couple twig frames coming up to the roof. Add a little bit of stability to allow you to place these turret pods. And with this, you'll have some nicely concealed turrets that'll surprise anyone if they try to land on your base. And next, we're going to place the roof tiles down. Just follow as I do, and I'll explain the rationale of why we're doing it this way. Place a square roof tile down on this left corner on the external TC side. It'll connect, but right here, place it on the main base side. That means it won't connect. Do the same over here on the external TC side. That way, you're going to get this nice little peak right here. And from this peak, you have a lot of angles. But say raiders get control of your roof, well, you can always do this. You will be able to see their feet, but they won't be able to see you if you're the one attacking them. It's a nice little angle here. This also adds doubly with this ankle biter here. I didn't get to show it off earlier, but we're going to go ahead and put a siren light. A perfect height if you put it in the middle to shoot people on your roof, but it also double peaks into your core of your shooting floor. You can put a horizontal metal embrasure here backwards, and it gives you even more less of a hitbox while still giving you a major hitbox on everyone that you can see. We're almost done with the roof. There's only a few things left. I like to put a door frame on these two tiles here. But as you can see, the building stability isn't just working. So what you can do here is you can go ahead and come to the bottom and place two normal frames, and it will give you the stability to place a roof tile, which will allow you to place another door frame, which can give you a dastardly, sneaky little peek onto the front of your base and many more angles. You can also use this door to the left as an easy way down without taking much damage. It's a quick way if you kill someone from your roof. Well, not roof camping, but you know, a little bit of roof camping to get down quick. But as for this next part, you need to pay close attention to because it can break the bunker. Make sure you place the squared tile on the raised wall here and do the same for the other side. And then go ahead and fill the back end with triangles and upgrade all around. What I like to do after upgrading is to make sure the bunkers still work, just to make sure I've done it right. And as for this space right here, I like to turn this into a vending machine room. You could make this into a bedroom. I mean, 3 triangles could net you a decent bedroom, but it's all up to what you want to do. I like the vending machines. So finally, we're going to address the elephant in the room. This bunker is pretty see-through. Now, in order to combat this, we're going to do a couple things. First, we're going to put roof triangles around the whole build-up. And while we're at it, we're going to put roof triangles up here. This will add for like a little protection for the turret we're going to place. And then go ahead and repeat on the other side. After you're done, go ahead and upgrade it all to stone. And it should look a little something like this. I like to place a turret here, and then 2 more on each corner of the base. Plus, with what we have for our turret pods, with the triangle roofs, this thing is insanely beefy. If anyone lands on this, they're pretty much cooked. And with that, pretty much the shell of the base is done. And after you get done upgrading the entire base to its final form, this is what the upkeep's gonna kind of look like. Let's get into some of the odds and ends that can make this base a little bit better. So if you are building this base as a solo, you're only going to be able to fit maybe 1 box in here, and it has to be a vertical storage barrel. But if you do have a partner, there is a thing where if you break this build up, it will glitch you into the bunker. Now, of course, you can't get out yourself, but if you have a partner, you can make so much more room in here. Upgrading this to armor is almost essential as fast as possible, but if you don't have that just yet, doing regular sheet metal walls will conceal the bunker very nicely, as you can see here. You almost can't even tell that it's a bunker. I highly recommend that you upgrade this wall to armor and these 2 floors to at least armor so they can't be soft-sided. When you have the resources, upgrade everything to metal as soon as you can. Another thing that I like about this bunker frame is that you can build it up, and most people won't even realize it's a bunker. They'll just think it's a build-up for your wind turbine. Now, I'm not telling you what to do, but wherever you place your large batteries, I like to make them armor around and then seal them in with a frame so a raider doesn't get lucky and blow out my turrets right away. Make sure you come back and place siren lights here on the shooting floor so no one can just ladder into it. Once I get later into wipe, I actually like to hook these up, but you do you. And in the late game, if you get role play and you want to hide your bunkers on the roof just a little bit more, you can place rugs right here
and they'll be almost completely hidden, so people flying around will never be able to tell that this is a bunker. You can still open the bunker with ease, but just note that it will destroy any deployable that you put down. And if you weren't able to place a raised triangle here because of terrain or whatever other reason, or you forgot, you can still make this work if you just put 2 half walls and cap it off with a roof tile above it. Just make sure you don't put another half wall that faces towards the base. Otherwise, you won't be able to place the roof tile and open the bunker. But if you can, always make this a raised foundation whenever possible. And when going to place your TC bunker, you need to make sure you have the room. And you want to slide the TC into the bunker compartment and not let it actually stick into the frame. Once you make it in, push it and go right ever so slightly, and you've got it done. But if you do this wrong, this could be catastrophic because you'll no longer be able to access your main TC if it's pushed too far in. So I would practice this on a build server before anything else. With that, the base build is essentially done. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, shoot me a comment down below. I'll do my best to get back to you in a timely manner. If you did like the video, maybe shoot a like, subscribe, whatever you can. Thank you, and I want you guys to have a good day. Peace.